Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it appears that Duet Night Abyss, my pick, actually, for a game that I'm really looking forward to, either at the end of this year or some point in the next. We've played the closed beta test too. We've actually made a sponsored video for it. This video isn't going to be sponsored, and what I wanted to do was just obviously keep up with the game, knowing that it's at Gamescom. I do think that this is a trailer associated with it, so we can kind of see what's in store. Because I think one thing for certain that most people can say is that after kind of seeing the CBT2 footage, seeing the video, seeing where the game is at, a lot of people think it's really close to release. And maybe this trailer is going to be something that accentuates that even further. Let's go ahead, let's get right on into it, see what this is all about. Hero Games. And just so you guys know, Hero Games used to be an investor in Kuro, and they actually had their shares bought out by Tencent. And so there kind of is that existing relationship there. Maybe some collabs in the future for the Woo-Wah fans in here. Just wanted to mention that right off the rip. Imagine Carlotta or Cartithia in this game. All right, enough.
Our story began with the gift of the Heaven Tree.
Okay, I don't know what it is, but they got God's smallest writer to create the subtitles for this. Holy moly, that's like a size 12 font.
A divine blessing that birthed abundance and marked the dawn of civilization. But the golden age was short-lived. From plenty rose greed, from fear, fury. Solarians and Charons crossed blades one.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually feel like this is fire. Like the art style, the animations, the transitions, the whole sort of like 2D stuff that's going on over here. If this is the same sort of like quality, the same type of storytelling that we're gonna see like in-game, we're gonna be seeing it like, you know, just across as we go throughout the story. I mean, the bar, like this is like, it looks like at the top, like the top tier quality when it comes to the storytelling.
Once more, another turn in the endless spiral of strife. Children of fate, your paths now entwine. Step forward and seek the origin and the reckoning long buried beneath the sands of time.
I love that the focus of this trailer is on the fact that you're basically playing two main characters in this game. You might be thrown off by the fact that it's called Duet Night Abyss. That's because this game basically has two protagonists. And so I am like two protagonists that you play like one part of the arc with one of them, and then you get the other point of view, the other perspective, and then play the other side. I like that this is actually like the main focus of it, and it's really setting up the story. It's really like setting up like the thematics quite well. Okay, this is like one of the... I'm not gonna lie. I saw the NTE trailer. I saw the other trailers from Gamescom. This shit already blows it out of the fucking water. What the... What the... I saw the other gacha games that are at Gamescom. This is literally already the best trailer. It is already the best one. Holy! Like, the transition from character to character is so good. Huh? And then we got every Woo-Wah character's favorite. There you go. That's the Woo-Wah crossover, ladies and gentlemen. That's actually the first collab character. And the thing is, you might be looking at this and being like, you're never gonna do that in game. You're never gonna be like fighting that many enemies at once and then seeing all that AoE and stuff in action. Guys, no, this is actually like what the enemy density and like the amount of like actual mobs that you're fighting in game. I know this looks ridiculous, but it's like actually what the gameplay is like. There literally is like this many targets when you're fighting. And like this many like physics and like ragdolls and stuff like that. And yes, she summons a giant foot with her ultimate. Why is this? I'm not gonna lie, this has to be like the most hype-looking title out of Gamescom, at least in gacha. I'm not even saying this to like shill. It literally is the most exciting one that I think is coming out. Like the quality is so high. And you want to know the best part about all of it? I've played the story of the CBT2, so I know what's going on. They spoil literally nothing. They spoil absolutely nothing. You will have, if you watch this, you'll have somewhat of an idea of what you'll be facing or who the characters will be when they're helping you. But you don't know what's going on in the story just from watching this. I can confirm that. Oh, who's this? And then they show off a skin. They show off a skin for one of the playable characters. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. This 2-minute trailer, I don't think I would necessarily call it a raw gameplay trailer because a lot of it is sort of like rendered footage, but it is heavily inspired by the actual stuff that you're doing in the game. And if you're in here and you're thinking, damn, this game actually looks like pretty good, pretty fun, this isn't like, you know, like those fucking, this isn't like watching like a World of Warcraft cinematic, right? Where like all the stuff on here is like, okay, yes, Battle of Azeroth looked amazing, but then you actually get in game and you're like, you know how World of Warcraft graphics are, right? It never looks as good as the CGI. They're using like pre-rendered animation, sure, but this is like all like assets and stuff that are actually in the game. It will look very similar to this in the actual gameplay. And I gotta say, like, they did a great job with like the special effects, showing off all of the characters, even showing off some of the bosses as well, and then not spoiling the story throughout the entire thing. This is what a trailer should be. This is how you should build hype for a title. And I really am gonna give the Duet Night Abyss devs, the marketing team, whoever is involved, I'm gonna give them some serious fucking props because, I mean, they listened, right? They know what they're doing over here, and I think they're doing a lot to actually ensure that this game is going to be a success. There's some other stuff, right? This game's going to have no 50-50. The first copy of a character is going to be guaranteed. There's stuff like, they didn't even like advertise any of this stuff. And so it's like, yeah, I'm going to be real. I'm excited for the future marketing campaign, all of that stuff, as they start like, you know, getting into like all that nitty gritty, because I mean, they showed off a lot. I think they already built up a lot of hype with this one, but it isn't even getting close to like, it's basically like skimming the surface of all of the stuff that this game actually has to offer. So yeah, hopefully this overview, this explanation, some of the additional context that I've provided, some of the commentary has kind of painted the picture for why I am looking forward to this game so much in the future, because I really do think it's going to be a smash hit. The gameplay's fun. The characters are really, really, really well designed. Good mix of like, you know, a little bit of Gooner, but also it's also got the male characters too. I think it's made for everybody. And I'm very excited to see and hear about the future launch news for this one. And with this kind of polished kind of trailer, brother, it has to be soon. Let me know what you all thought about this one. Peace.